There is 377,000 Kenyan shillings on my ETC. There is 377,000 Kenyan shillings on the ETC of the vehicle that have been given by Parliament. It does not make sense. It does not make sense, Honorable Speaker. So what you do, members of Parliament, the staff of Parliament have to be honest with Kenyans. In the way the budgets of Parliament are prepared, there are ways and means of reducing the expenditure in this House in a manner that will reduce the burden on taxpayers. I honestly do not need all that money. Even if I ran up and down the expressway for a year, I would never exhaust 370,000 Kenyan shillings. So, Honorable Speaker, we must do this so that we demonstrate to the people that we are serious about what we are talking about.
I'm back in my farm, you understand? So I come to report that someone harvested my maize unknowingly. Someone harvested my maize unknowingly. I just came, it's flat, it's gone. Someone, in the last 2 days, I've never been into this farm and someone harvested my maize. But that's a part. There is something interesting I want to tell you. There's this Kenyan politician, he has been trending in Uganda for some periods of time now. Watch this video first.
Public audit of all these advisors and tell Kenyans why it is okay for one office of the advisor on the economic matters, Honorable Khalwale, to have more money for travel than 9 committees of this House combined. It doesn't make any sense. There is also the specter of personal assistance in government. We need a public audit of that. There was another office that was created, and this one you'll forgive me, Majority Leader, of faith intercessors.
Right. So you understand that in each and every country we have a government, and there is no one that can talk about government when they are really benefiting from it. You understand? But this politician here, he stood firm and he corrected the government for spending a lot of money on things that are really not important. Like the few people who are in the government are earning money, you understand? And you have so many offices developed only to award the loyalties, you understand? You cannot award the loyalty at the expense of people's taxpayers, you know? So it's really heartening, so sad. We are in such kind of situation too. People don't understand that whatever is happening for the will of the people. But in Kenya, this is what the Gen Z are fighting for. In Kenya, the young men and women are asking the president to fire all the cabinet secretaries, all the ministers. You understand? Now the Minister of Sports, gone. Minister of Finance, gone. And in fact, it's the Minister of Finance that misled the president. And that's why the Kenyans are on the street now. How do you increase tax? Like this is the person who is experienced, who was the head of Central Bank of Kenya. Then what the hell entered this guy's mind? And that's why they say that the bill and the budget was drafted by IMF and the World Bank in order to control these people. You understand? So, like here too, we have that big problem. We have that big problem. The minister cooperates with the government. They earn something, and it's something that you will not feel like it's something really important. So people do this and they do that, and they do this for the gain of the few people. You understand? So I just want to inform you that the government of Kenya is firing all the ministers, because all the ministers that were employed by the government, by the president, most of them are incompetent. Mention that, are incompetent. In your country, when was the last time you had the president or you had the Minister of Education talking? When was the last time you had the Minister of Health addressing the nation? When was the last time you had the Minister of Health, you understand, Minister of Health championing for doctors to be employed. The Minister of Education, when was the last time he championed for the recruitment or for the employment of the new teachers? When was the last time you heard the Minister of Education championing for the new curriculum to be introduced? Like in Kenya, I like the curriculum in Kenya that was introduced. This is competency-based curriculum. You know, it's not what you can read and you can acquire or you can pump into your brain. No, it's what are you good at? That's the best. You understand? I come to understand. I come to like the system, the Kenyan system of education, the new system where a kid in class 2, a kid in class 1, a kid in junior in kindergarten can cook his or her own breakfast, lunch, and fried chicken. I really like that kind of education. But the problem comes in when now people who are supposed to implement, people who are supposed to support this kind of system are the same people who are fighting it. They don't want to employ the doctors. They don't want to employ the teachers who are qualified. Understand? How do you go to school to become a teacher if you are not supposed to be employed by the government? And it's the mandate of the government to employ and even to give them internship, paid internship. My friend, I should move to Kenya so that my kids will not go through the kind of the education system I'm seeing here. I don't want that, because I even want my kids, when they become doctors, they get paid. You understand? It's not like we are going to import doctors from abroad to come and work. Yet, our government spend a lot of money. They spend a lot of money to come and educate these young men, young women, so that we have a future, bright future. Here in Kenya, doctors are not being supported, teachers are not being supported. Where is the world going to? And it's because of this unnecessary spending.
We need a public audit of who are these people and why are they earning public money. Honorable Speaker, I had occasion to see one business card of one of those faith intercessors. It was the most powerful business card I have ever seen in my life. Honorable Speaker, you have spoken about the office of the First Lady, and I am happy that the President himself took a first initial step to say that office will cease existing from, I think he said, Monday of this week. It had 285 employees. I am telling you, the Deputy President, the wife of the Deputy President's office, 100 employees. Honorable Speaker, we cannot continue like this. Then there is a specter of retreats. And this one, we are all guilty as members of this House. We need to look at our retreats, whether the retreats we are taking are necessary, whether these meetings cannot be had here, whether those resolutions cannot be dealt with here. And then in the independent commissions, in the ministries and the corporations, I was just being told that there actually also exist fake retreats. There's something called a fake retreat, where there was no retreat, but people are being paid for going on a retreat.
A governor spends a lot of money traveling abroad to do benchmarking. They also have the offices of the president's wife, First Lady, the Second Lady, and the Prime Cabinet Secretary's wife. They also have offices. What do they do? What do they do? And also, they spend a lot of money. You know, I was having suggestion for Kenyans, because this one is coming out of hand. These youths are really smart. They were arguing that why should the government distribute money in form of CDF that will be given to students as bursary? The same money goes to the governor, bursary. The same money goes to other institutions that will give bursary to students. Why? These are just institutions for stealing money. So they suggest that let the education in Kenya be free from early childhood to university. That money is enough even to employ and pay teachers, because the politicians are flaunting on the politicians are really driving high-end cars, and these cars, they get them from the money stolen, the money that is meant to be for constituency development fund is being stolen. money sent to the governor for some purposes stolen. So they steal that money. Yet, people who they are supposed to support are those same people who are languishing in poverty. Kids dropping out of school. Why? Why should we give student loans? Yet you know that they pay taxes and the money that is being spent is enough. Subsidize education. Employ more manpower. Let education be the cheapest. We'll have more personnel and these people, they will develop the skill. I think this is my own idea. What do you think? What do you think? How should the government be? Because our governments are spending a lot of money that is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Let education be free. If you want to give student money, give them in form of stipend, you understand? For only those people who will apply, and let the university determine that. So this kind of student, you get a stipend at the end of the month. So you get the money. And we'll have transparency. No one will be stealing money. Let the money capitation be sent to universities, to these institutions, so that we don't have money wastage. And this is how we'll reduce corruption. Because why do you want to employ people in the CDF? They are going to control that money and they're going to earn salary. The salary plus the money they are going to steal is enough to develop a society. So people advising the president have really lied to him. And the same, ours is not can't be advised. He makes his own decisions. And he talks on behalf of the Minister of Education. He's the minister and at the same time he's the president. Then the question is, why do you appoint the ministers? Thank you for watching.